Hello guys, everyone, and welcome back to Diego Salotto, episode number 5. Today we have here with us YEMI. How are you, buddy? You're right.
Good. How you doing, my man?
Very, very good, my man. Very, very good. A long time no see you, right?
Long time no see you.
Long time no see you.
At least since 2019.
Yes.
For a minute, bro.
Yeah, it was pre-pandemic, right?
Pre-pandemic.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
it's 2023 already.
Been a while.
2023.
Wow. 4 years.
Yeah, I can
Not
see.
changed.
I can see a lot change, bro. Anyway, YEMI, present yourself. Let us know a little bit more about you.
My name's YEMI. I'm an IFBB Pro.
Yes.
I also have a gym that I've opened up with my friend on Streatham called Regen London. So
All right.
we do it's a very content-based gym. So we have lots of content creators that come here. We've got some powerlifters, some bodybuilders, all kind of good people. So if you want to come down, film, train, have some vibes.
Okay, so you're gonna tell us, is this Streatham you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're gonna find all the links and the blah 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 down there in the description. YEMI, what do you do and why do you have this? Why are you so big? What do you do?
So I compete in classic physique in the IFBB Pro League, so the real IFBB, not
the real one, the real one.
The real one. Yeah, so that's pretty much the reason why the size has, matched.
We used to look pretty much the same.
We did.
Oh.
So when we used to work together, I think I was on I started bodybuilding.
Yeah.
I did my first prep.
You were in the beginning.
Just a bit after that first prep.
How old are you?
I'm 29. I feel like I want to say 25, but
no, 29, all right.
I have to be truthful, yeah.
Still in your 20s. Still in your 20s.
1 year left.
Yes. A lot could be done in 1 year.
Hey, a lot could be done in 6 months, I'll tell you that for free.
Yes, and we know that. In 6 months, yes, we know. So you are a bodybuilder, right? I want you to tell me how did it start and why, and if you could give us like a timeline. So I started from there, in the middle this happened, and then at the end. All right.
So the full timeline is, I started working at Fitness First in Streatham. It's a bit funny, like my gym's in Streatham now.
Yes.
Direct competition, but
coincidence.
Yeah, exactly. So we started just doing reception work. Didn't really care about going to the gym. Didn't have any kind of motivation to actually train or anything like that. But after a few months of working there, my mum would come in, and my mum's pretty jacked, I can't lie. She's also a bodybuilder. And
I remember.
Everybody would be like, yo, Yems, your mum's arms are bigger than yours. And hey, the ego can't take it. So I was like, you know what?
You know what, to be fair, your mum, she got bigger arms than probably 75-80% of the men in the world.
She does.
Yes, she does.
And she had bigger arms than me at the time. So we had to change it. So it started with that. Then I started slowly getting into it. Then I started training a little bit from November-ish, October. But then when it came to the New Year's in January, I was like, all right, I'm just going to make it my New Year's resolution. I never make New Year's resolutions, but I'm going to make this one my New Year's resolution. I'm going to get on stage. So then I just started putting on as much muscle as I possibly could in that year. And then I started working with you.
I remember.
And then that's when I started for my first prep in about May, I'd like to say. My first show was in July. We ended up winning that first show. And then I was like, okay, cool.
It was a regional show.
It wasn't actually in the IFBB. It was an Ultimate Beginner show in the UK BFF. So they don't really have regional shows like that, but
but it was an opportunity for you to taste, taste of it,
taste of the stage, taste of the prep, taste of everything, and really just see where we can kind of stand with other people. Because it's all well and good looking good in the gym, looking good when you're taking pictures, looking good when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, but when you actually stand next to someone, that's when things start to get a bit sketchy. So we was like, let's just get onto stage. We did it, won the first show. I was like, all right, cool. This is definitely something I want to continue pursuing. So then I did another show after that. I think I went to Ibiza, came back, then started prep again. Did not do anywhere near as well. Probably got top 10, but this was the British finals, so it was top 10 in Britain. So I can't be too upset about that. Then
you were still a newbie. So exactly. It's fair.
Exactly. Then obviously COVID happened. So then that kind of slowed down the process between trying to go to the gym and stuff like that, trying to progress. We got let out after 6 months ish, and then I started training again, put back the size that I was
Sorry,
at.
were you training during COVID? Were you?
Not really.
Not really,
I was like
right.
kind of half, like fluff and puffing. But then at the end of COVID, one of my friends started buying weights and stuff like that. So I started training with him, but it would be like twice a week, 3 times a week. Nothing crazy. Nothing like intense like how I was doing 6 times a week.
Sorry for the question. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
So then, yeah, COVID happened. Wasn't training that much. Lost a lot of size. Put back on the size that I lost. And then another lockdown happened.
Skinny again.
Put back the size. I was even getting a bit bigger than I was.
Good.
Then COVID happened again, and I was like, "This is just a joke." But luckily, we was allowed to train in a gym. I'm not gonna say because I don't want to get people in trouble. We were training in the gym during the last lockdown.
Oh, that's dodgy.
Yeah, then we started prepping for my first show in the NPC. So then that's how we kind of got to that position. Did my first prep for an NPC show. Was a bigger, just a better package. Everything was looking better. Then I got first in the regional. I lost out on the overall. I was very disappointed about losing out on the overall, but
All right.
it happened.
But first in the regional, it's okay.
First in the regional. So then I went on to the Arnolds. Then I got third at the Arnolds.
Oh, the Arnold.
The guy that beat me at the regional got fifth in his class. So I felt like I kind of got redemption a little bit.
All right. Yeah, a little bit.
Then obviously we took a year off again. Well, so basically I kind of took a year off because like I was having like troubles with work and stuff like that. I started
life in general.
Yeah, life in general. Started doing picking and packing and stuff like that, and I was working in like a freezer, and I just didn't have any motivation to go to the gym. So I started looking for a new job so I can then start training again.
Okay.
Finally found a new job in a new gym. Started prep again. I started trying to build the muscle that I lost again. So this is the fourth time I've like.
So it was like a yo-yo game.
Pretty much. It's been
skinny to hunch, skinny to one, skinny to big. all right.
Yo-yoing back and forth, legit. But yeah, so I started working in my new gym. Then we started prep again. Then this was the year that I was like, I'm getting my pro card, 100%. Nothing's gonna stop me. Did my then when I was 5 weeks out from my first pro show attempt, I lost that job, and I was just like, this is a joke. Then that regional happened. That British finals happened. I got there on the day. Turns out that I was not actually eligible to do the open essentially.
What a lucky boy!
I know, right? So I was just like, what the hell's going on today? So I was just upset. I ended up doing the novice class. Literally, like, when I was on that stage after doing my novice class, I was literally thinking, like, I've literally paid off, the last of my paycheck to be here, and I can't even do the class that I'm doing. Is what it is. Didn't even win the novice class, and I was like, this is ridiculous. So I was like,
position?
I got second in the novice. So everyone was like, you need to maybe go back, put on some more muscle, go into off season, whatever. And I was like, you know what, maybe you're right. Then I was like, forget that. I'm gonna continue.
Maybe you're right, but no.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
I had like maybe 2 or 3 days where I was just like upset, eating what I wanted, and I was like, you know what, let's just get back onto it. Started prepping again for a show about 6 weeks out. Then we went to the stage. I was looking at myself thinking leaner, better, bigger, whatever. I've got we're backstage. I'm looking at everyone. Everyone's looking good. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm definitely gonna win this show.
And
I got third. Everybody was like, what's going on?
Wait a second. I feel good. I'm gonna smash him. Blah blah blah. And I got third.
Legitimately.
All right. So yeah, keep going.
Crushing. I was like, everyone was like, go get some feedback, go find out what's going on.
All right.
The feedback was that I wasn't lean enough, so.
Not lean enough.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, cool. The thing about not being lean enough is that that's a fixable issue.
Yes.
If someone says to you, your shape is bad, or your structure is bad, or you ain't got enough muscle, you need to be a bit bigger, then, there's not much you can do in 2 weeks.
No.
But when it comes to dieting, you can lose a lot.
You can push a little bit.
Especially when you're already lean, So
yeah.
It's not too much of a big deal. So I was like, okay, quite cool. We're just gonna come back leaner. So I spoke to my coach at the time and asked him what the plan was, and I wasn't just necessarily too happy with the plan. So I've spoken to the coaches that run the regional show that I got third in, and I ended up going with my new coach, who is Ross.
All right.
And then he was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna give you so he gave me some maybe like 1,800 calories or so.
Whatever it was.
And then
Very low calorie one. Don't do it.
We ran it for about 2 days, mind you.
Yeah.
I started working with him about 11 days out from the show.
All right.
We ran it for 2 days. He was like, "This ain't working. Let's just push it down." He gave me a meal plan.
All right.
And you know when someone gives you a meal plan, no calories, you know your calories are about to be low.
Yeah, he is a professional bodybuilder. Don't try to do this. He was just doing it. A coach, bravo.
It's for a stage.
It's for a stage, for a show. A coach was following you, was telling you what to do. You were already ready with your body.
For somebody that is brand new to the gym and they want to lose some body fat.
And also, it's not
sustainable.
because, and you won't do it just because you want to have a six pack and you gotta go to a before. No, not at all. Not at all. Please keep going.
But yeah, so then he gave me the new diet plan.
Yeah.
I followed this to a T. 50 minutes of cardio in the morning, 20 minutes of cardio after workouts. My workouts are trash. I'm feeling like crap. So then obviously we've done that, got rid of the body fat, started peaking. Peaking process was lovely because you just got a massive amount of food.
Finally.
And then got to the stage, looked amazing. And this time we actually won.
Competitor 243 out the YEMI IFBB PRO. Ladies and gentlemen, your Arctic Classic champ, out the YEMI.
We won the overall, beat the guy that won the overall of the show that I lost at, which felt good. It felt like redemption.
You felt sick.
And then we went to the final show, and then and then at the overall beat everyone else there. So that was nice. And then we then got to do the pro show and get to stand up against some of the top pros in Europe. Ended up getting 7th amongst, like the guy that won it got 8th in the Olympia.
All right.
And the guy that got third got 8th in the Olympia.
All right.
And the guy that won it got 10th.
So, it was a very long timeline, but at the end it was great because you had a lot of people at the beginning telling you possibly to give up, not really give up, but trying to get next year, but you were I always use this word, but I know it's very unfair and unpolite. Stubborn.
Yeah.
You were very assertive.
Stubborn.
I know you are telling me, suggesting me to stop and try again next year, but no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try now. I feel it. You had those 2-3 days of probably take your time, be aware of what was happening on your mind.
So I have this one coach that I just speak to, whatever, his name is Tom, and he literally said to me, you get 1 day to mope around and then tomorrow you have to go back to work.
You see?
That's it.
That's it. So it took literally a day. Bam, bam, fuck off.
That day you get to mope about sulk and everything, then after that you have to get back to work.
All right, cool. So all this bloody big whatever it is.
All the beef.
How what are you doing? How do you train? Let us know. We want to look like you. How do we have to train? Let us know.
The way I train is so the way I used to train is high volume. So it would be like 12 or like 15 reps, 12 reps, 10 reps, 8 reps.
All right.
That kind of, but now
classic bodybuilding.
the classic
time under tension and blah blah blah. Okay.
But now I've moved on to a more high intensity type of workout. It's kind of like how Dorian Yates used to train, which is where you go up to a top set.
All right.
And then you'll try and get like, let's just say anything between 5 to, let's just say 12, 15 reps.
5, 12, 15.
And like anything between 5 to like just the heavy ass weight, just really go till failure. You could not do one
every set
on that top set.
All right.
And then you back down, you take off the weight by about 25%, and then you go for reps. That's where you're going for the 12, 15, 20 reps. Okay. That kind of range. You're just really just getting all the blood, all the exhaustion out, and you're just really putting everything on the line in those 2 sets. Then after
that, what do you do?
That would be it. So you go. So I'll work up, maybe do 3, 4 warm up sets, and then I'll do the top set, and then I'll back down for 1 back off. Or sometimes I have 2 top sets and 1 back off. For like certain body parts, I have less. So for example, on my quads,
for every exercise. Let's say if you're doing chest.
Okay, so if I'm doing chest, it'll be that kind of 2 top sets, 1 top set.
On bench press.
Yeah.
And then on incline bench press, you do it again.
Yeah.
On cable, you do it again?
Yeah, or I'll do, just say on cable, I'll do 3 top sets.
Okay.
But no back off.
Okay.
But like for example, like on my quads are very responsive to training, so we adjusted.
Yeah, I remember.
So we literally just I only do 5 top sets or 5 working sets on my quads.
And you do you do isolation exercise or you do compound?
Yeah, so I'll go. So let's just say let's just say a leg day. I'll walk in, I'll do adductors. Then I'll do my actual quads. So then I'll do leg extension. I'll do 4 warm-up sets and then 1 top set on leg extension, and that'll be it.
All right.
And then I'll go onto the Smith machine and I'll work up to 1 top set and then a back off set. Then I'll go onto the leg press and then I'll do 2 working sets and then that's it.
That's your leg day?
That's my leg day. But then after that, but in between that, I'm doing hamstrings. All right. So then when I do hamstrings, I'm doing about 5-ish sets of hamstrings.
Why are you doing that in between?
Because my hamstrings are weak.
Very good. So compared to your quads, they're less responsive.
Yeah, exactly. My quads, they just grow. Like at one point I was doing about 8 sets of my quads and my coach was looking at the picture and being like, your quads, every day he was like, your quads. So he was like, okay, we're just gonna have to.
So we're trying to find the balance.
Exactly.
Because bodybuilding is about aesthetic and balance.
Exactly, and that's especially in classic.
Size,
it's about size, shape, symmetry, proportions. It's about having everything looking in a certain manner. You know, you don't want to just be on stage looking big. You want to be on stage and you want to have everything flowing beautifully and everything looking a certain way. So when you hit poses, you know, you're in that pose, everyone's looking at you, not looking at anyone else. And that's how you get that from actually not, like you see your quads growing too much, you go, okay, I can pull back on my quads. And my hamstrings are weak. I'm going to push it on my hamstrings. Oh, my chest is weak. Push on chest. Okay. Arms are weak. More arm volume. You know, you have to work like that.
How much food do you need to train like that? Or to have that body?
At the moment, I'm on my off season.
Off season, so okay. So you're a little bit more relaxed.
Yeah, I wish.
little bit more.
So relaxed in the sense of I can have a burger.
All right, that's it.
I'm eating 5,000 calories at the moment.
All right,
so
5,000. And you weigh around 100 kilo, 95 kilo?
I wish, about 98-ish kilos.
98.
My weight kind of fluctuates. It's really weird because I don't have very much midsection. So it just doesn't hold there. So like when most of my weight is actually muscle mass, which is it's annoying, but
all right. You were talking about, so you're eating a lot, obviously 5,000 calories is quite a lot. I'm around 3,007 and 8. I'm not gonna say I'm struggling, but for me, like 3,500, it's like it's a lot of food. But for me, it's still maintenance. Yeah. I can't put any weight.
Oh really? That's a lot.
There's a lot.
You have a lot of expectations.
I train a lot. I train like 5 times, probably 6 times per week. Usually I do long sessions, and I'm not just doing my bodybuilding stuff. I first do my calisthenic stuff, and then my bodybuilding stuff, and then the handstand. So the calories output is quite big. That's the reason. That's the reason why. It's not only because the calories you got in, but the calories you got out.
Yeah, exactly.
I can even have probably 4,000 calories and still struggling.
Definitely.
By the way, I used to compete.
I actually remember seeing pictures.
I used to compete, and I remember I was around like 72, 73 kilos. And
that was men's physique though.
Yeah, men's physique. Yeah, back in the days. To be fair, you all like bodybuilders, blah, 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 blah. I don't think you're that big. I think I'm bigger than you. I mean, we're both wearing like baggy clothes. Let me show you something. Whoa! Come in. Come on. Show me.
That's pretty good.
Oh, you're tall also.
I know, right?
You need help?
Yeah, I actually do. There we go. The daily struggle with taking off my shirt.
Can you see him? Tell me no, please. Please, bro. Sean, look at that. Ooh. 3, 2, 1. That's the back and biceps. Here we go. Look at that. All right. Let me try that. I'm not so good on it. Do you mind telling me how
Yeah,
to?
cool.
So, all right.
Okay,
All
so
right.
first you have to like
Spread.
spread your lats, and then you want to turn up your arms all the way up, and then you want to push backwards with your elbows, right? But you don't want to pinch here. So you want to spread this bit here, but you want to pinch here, up, and then push back down.
Oh,
Then you want to sit on your back like that. Yeah, exactly, and then open this.
that's sword! I'm cramping! It's not for me, bro. It's not for me. It's not for me, bro. Jesus Christ. It's so big, Yemi. Look at this. Fuck off. Sebum. What do you think about him? I find him like, I'd say perfect.
Yeah. Okay, so from a bodybuilding perspective, just the physique, right?
All right, all right.
Like top to bottom, there's no flaws. I'll be completely transparent. I want to beat him. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it's like when I look at him, it's like, yeah, that's the person I need to beat. But with that being said, it's gonna be a fucking uphill battle to get there because he looks amazing. Like the physique is just, like it's his shoulder to waist ratio, small waist, big legs, calves.
Also big glutes.
Oh, his glutes are massive, and they were like so shredded. I've never seen his glutes as shredded as they were this year. So like the lines were just like this, and he would just turn, and then it was crazy. That was crazy.
Mamma mia.
So much glutes, and yeah. So yeah, the physique is amazing. Then on top of that, he's a very good ambassador for the sport, I believe. Like
he's handsome also.
He is handsome.
He's handsome.
He's good looking, man. He's a good looking dude.
This boy is like, mamma mia. He's like, wow.
Yeah.
He's perfect. And he's also very humble.
Yeah,
and he's
very
also
humble.
very smart.
Yeah.
I mean, I follow him.
Yeah, he's smart. He's
The boy is
and on top of
boom.
all of that, he's a good businessman. It's
Also-
crazy. Yeah. Like God just asked him, how much do you want to win? He just said yes.
That's it. That's it. So you have been a bodybuilder for, I don't want to say 20 years, obviously, because it's not, but for long enough to understand how hard it is.
Yeah.
I'm not talking just about bodybuilding.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, in general, about sports,
Yeah.
right? Because when it comes to sports, right, one thing is I'm doing some physical activity to keep myself healthy. That's one thing, right? Then when it comes to sports and discipline,
You almost have to ignore health. Health goes out the window.
right, very, very good. But the question is, your suggestion for the beginners, how do they have to, again, psychologically approach specifically bodybuilding?
You know what? That's actually a very good question. I can't even lie. So I've actually pondered this question a few times because I've had so many people message me and be like, I've been struggling with people, like comparing myself to people and stuff like that.
Okay.
Bodybuilding is so physical. It's so like, it's about how you look to an extent that you almost have to, I think anyway, bring yourself into a position where you really love yourself. And I mean like genuinely, like you look in the mirror and you are so happy with the thing that you see, no matter where you're at. You know, whether you're at your smallest or your biggest, you have to look at the mirror and go, man, that's me. Like,
Alright.
I look phenomenal. Because it's such a mental game. Like when you're dieting, you might have that day where you don't feel lean enough. When you're in your off season, you're gonna have that day where you're feeling like fatty and stuff like that. And in those positions, you really have to make it like where you turn off your brain and say, no, this is just a process. This is just where I'm at today. And you just have to just really appreciate yourself, because otherwise it's just going to get to a point where you're going to be backstage and you could be 10 times better than everyone around you, because you can't see yourself in that particular moment, but you can see the person in front of you. You're going to say, wow, that guy looks amazing. I look crap.
All right.
And bodybuilding is incredibly like mind oriented. And what I mean by that is you can completely ruin your look because of the way you think. So when I did the Arnold's, not this year, but the year prior, I met Flex Wheeler. And when we met him, he was doing like a posing seminar, It was just like a day out and stuff like that. It was probably the best thing that I could have had. One of the pros was there. He was a men's physique pro, and he literally said to Flex, like, I had this show. I did the New York Pro, and I looked amazing, perfect actually. Then something just went into his head, creeped into the back of his mind, where he just had like a lapse. And all of a sudden, his physique went watery. He looked in the mirror and he looked like crap. And he was like, what just happened? And it was just mental. Like the cortisol, like all the cortisol, all of these things just like all accumulated into a terrible look. You know, and he was like, yeah, it's literally just a mental thing. And he was completely understanding of it because he knew just how important how you view yourself as a bodybuilder matters to how you look on stage. You could almost beat people from your confidence. You could be so confident in yourself. You could look worse than everyone, but feel like you look so much better.
Everyone will see that you look better because
you mentally think
you're manifesting it.
Yeah,
you're manifesting it.
Exactly.
It's basically 100%. We can say that basically is life.
Yeah.
If you keep saying negative things to you in life, you are increasing the chances for this negative thing to happen.
1 million%.
Right?
1,000,000%.
Right?
If you go into a position where you're like, I'm gonna fail if I do it regardless, and you keep on doing it, what's gonna end up happening? Failure. Like I said, I went into that this season last year and went, I'm gonna get my pro card, and I wasn't gonna quit until I got it. And what happened? I did not quit until I got it. It was literally a mindset thing.
And you failed in the middle.
I failed.
But
twice.
Very good. But it was not pulling you back.
Nah,
it didn't stop me. Again.
And that's where you build mental fortitude.
You
train till failure.
And again.
And you have to fail in life.
And again. So we can say bodybuilding, probably like sports in general, but in this
life.
case, bodybuilding is life.
It's life.
It's literally...
It's a physical manifestation of the reality of life. It's literally just... If you want to live life, you live life like how a bodybuilder wins a show.
Whoa, all right. YEMI, it was great to see you today. It was great to see you again. I kind of miss you, to be fair.
Yeah,
but we all missing you, bro. It was a great episode. I really loved it. Guys, I'm going to say hi. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You will find everything down here, and you will find every possible link about YEMI in the description, and you will find it here. So follow him on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. You can learn so many things from this man. And see you next time. Bye.
Peace.